Hey, it's Mark here, founder of Make Him Yours and creator of Find Love in 5 Steps. Today I'm discussing an issue that could make or break your relationship. It's what to do if you think he's cheating. I'm going to show you exactly how to handle this difficult situation so you can get the answers you've been searching for. Stick around, this one's important. Hello, thanks for tuning in, and today we are discussing something really important. It's what to do, what should you do if you think he's cheating. So, maybe you've seen something suspicious, maybe your gut is telling you something is off. You want to trust him, but there's just a niggling feeling that you can't get rid of. What do you do in this situation? How do you get your answer without totally screwing things up in the process? Step one, first thing, is don't freak out. Now remember, he may be innocent. So keep in mind there's a lot of reasons and a lot of things that guys get insecure about that could affect the way he acts towards you. So, if he's failing at work, if he's stressed because of money, even bedroom issues, lots of these things men can be really insecure about, and they will draw away often into themselves with their own insecurities to kind of cover for it. And these are all things that could potentially look like cheating. Now, you just don't know at this stage. So first things first, take a deep breath. Innocent until proven guilty. Next thing is don't jump to any accusations. And this is a mistake a lot of people make that you want to avoid. Unless you've actually caught him, then no jumping in and accusing him, no going through his phone, none of it. The reason is, if you're right and he is guilty, well, jumping in early, it really just gives him a chance to lie about it and cover his tracks. But worse, if you're wrong and he's innocent, you could ruin the relationship from your accusations alone. Step 3 is write a list of everything that you've noticed. So find some alone time, well away from him. Put down on paper everything that has made you suspicious. So whether it's him being home late, his mood swings, funny with money, him being distant, anything at all, write it down. Get all those thoughts on paper so that they're no longer swimming around in your head. Now, this list, it will build over time and it will allow you to look at the situation a whole lot more rationally. And the next step, step 4, is become more vigilant. So no stressing out, no accusations still, just watch. Become more vigilant. Watch for anything odd at all from him. I've put a link in the description to my video on signs he might be cheating, so have a look through that, get some ideas on what to look for, write down everything you see. No right or wrong answers, just observe and write. Now, when you're doing this, also remember to write down positive signs. So you want this list to be objective. So for example, let's say he leaves his social media accounts logged in. Write that down, that's good. Let's say he leaves his phone around the house absentmindedly. Don't go through his phone, don't go through his social media accounts, but write down these absent-minded things because these are great signs. Don't do anything, just be really vigilant and take a couple of weeks to really build that list one way or another. In the event that the list keeps getting more suspicious, that's when it's time to take a more serious step. And step 5 is to sit him down and talk to him. Now, there's 3 important rules when you sit him down and talk to him. Number 1, approach this talk as you would a relationship problem, not a cheating problem. Number 2, no pulling out the list. And number 3, phrase everything as you. So be vulnerable with him. Remember, if he is guilty, it doesn't matter what happens because the relationship's in jeopardy basically over anyway. So you want to work on the assumption that he's innocent and save the relationship in that case. Innocent until proven guilty. So for example, you might say, hey boyfriend, look, can we talk? There's been some stuff lately that I'm struggling to make sense of and it's really scaring me. I just want to connect. I want us to connect again the way we used to so he can be vulnerable back and open up to you. And in the event that he's innocent, he's more likely to open up about those things that are making him insecure. If he continues, even after a few times, to be defensive or he ignores you and he won't talk to you, then it's time to go on to step 6. Now, step 6 is choose the high road or the low road. 2 different ways to approach this situation. Now, the high road is where you pull out the list. So this is going to shock him. So again, you've got to be really vulnerable, but you've also got to be firm. So, saying something like, baby, I'm really scared for us. I've tried to talk to you, but it hasn't worked so far. I've written down some things that have been really scaring me in this relationship, scaring me about us. please help me solve these problems with us. So bring in his help. I don't think we can continue if we can't communicate about what's going on and what's stressing us both out. And if he still continues to refuse to talk to you at that point or becomes defensive and he won't address the issues that you've brought to him, your only real options are a relationship counselor or a breakup. If he's not communicating with you in that way, that's not something you deserve for yourself. You've got to be with someone who can communicate and talk to you. Now, the other option is what I call the low road. As the name suggests, it is the morally lower ground, which is why I don't like it. But I understand that it's sometimes necessary if there's children or money involved, or if your heart, you must have an answer. So the low road is where you check up on him without his knowledge. So rather than bringing up the list to him, you gather more information yourself, going through his phone, email, social media. You could place a recording device or even set up a cheating opportunity. Personally, I think if you have so little trust in a relationship or in a man that you get to the point where you have to consider placing a recording advice, then that is not a relationship worth saving. If you can't look a guy in the eye, ask if he's cheating and believe his answer, then really what sort of a relationship do you have? So look, I hope that helps you with your relationship dilemma. The most important thing is no sudden accusations and innocent until proven guilty. If you truly want to save the relationship in the event of his innocence, then it's imperative you do these things in the order specified, still acting with an underlying trust and assumption of innocence in him. If you really want to save the relationship in the event of his innocence, then it's really imperative that you do things in the order that I described, still acting with an underlying trust. Thanks for watching. I really do hope it helped. I've put the link to Signs You Might Be Cheating, the video, in the description below. Make sure you're subscribed with the button on my left or your right, and leave any comments or questions you have. If you need to have a phone or a Skype chat, check out the website, makehimyours.com.au, book it in. I'm happy to help you out where I can. I'll see you soon.